All right. Hopefully, you guys are sticking with me here. At the end of the last part, I started going into um, that we need to get this startup channel. Um, so I think this is we're going to be getting that from the setup node section or the setup node object from Vixen. So I think it's probably a good point to kind of step back and take a look at what that is. What I did was I just opened up my tutorial sequence in Notepad, so we can kind of go through and see what setup node is all about. Um, if you look at the sequence, it's possibly a lot of gibberish to everybody, but you'll notice down here in plugins, this is actually our plugin that we are making. The information is getting saved as part of setup data, um, or I'm sorry, setup node. Setup node is actually when it's passed to our plugin, it's actually our little uh, section of the Vixen universe, or however you want to say it. Um, so you can actually make sections or add whatever you want to the setup node. But by default, the stuff that's put in here is put in. This is all handled by Vixen. We have nothing. We didn't do anything to it. So let's look at what information is already in there. You've got the plugin name, which is tutorial. This key is all this stuff, key, ID, enabled. That's all used by Vixen. Um, and these values from 1 to 16, they are actually these values here. Um, so we can actually use that, and we will use that. I'm going to separate this into two parts because I just want to take a look real quickly. We don't have any other plugins added in here, but you can add, for example, if we have any information we want to save, which we will later. We're gonna save our selected channel into here. So this is where we're gonna write it. We're gonna write it to using setup node. Um, and basically what that does is that will write it to the setup variable we have set up. And then at the end of our playing around in Vixen, when it says, do you want to save this file? It's prompted because a change was made. The setup data gets written to the sequence file. So after we write it to the setup data, we save our sequence file. We're going to end up seeing our information in here. So that's a quick summary of what we're going to be doing next. I do want to split this into two parts because the next part may get long. And as you've already seen, the audio having issues. So